What happened with me is I had the great benefit of being an immigrant. I was born in Belarus, in the former Soviet Union.
My mother was from Belarus.
I didn't know that.
Minsk, I think.
Yeah, I was born 40 minutes from Minsk and came to the States in '78 when they let some Jews out of there. And we set up in Queens, and my parents lived the American dream. They worked very hard. My dad was a stock boy in a liquor store in Clark, New Jersey, and eventually became the manager of that store, and eventually saved up enough money to buy a store in Springfield, New Jersey. I was lemonade stands, baseball cards, real hustler kid, blow pops, anything to make a buck. And at 14, I got dragged into the store. You know, oldest son, immigrant family. I always tell people, Larry, that I lived their grandparents' life more than theirs, right? I'm a couple generations behind most. I did it in the 70s and 80s and 90s when most people did in the 30s, 40s, and 50s.
You're a legal immigrant.
I am, thank God.
Okay.
Otherwise, I probably wouldn't do the show.
Okay.
And I fell in love with people collecting wine when I was 17 because I was into collecting sports cards. That was my connection point. I wanted collecting. I wanted to build 4,000 wine shops. I was going to build a Toys R Us of wine, sell the franchise, buy the New York Jets. That's what the plan was. Heard the internet my freshman year of college, heard that sound, knew that it was special, and in 1996 I launched one of the first e-commerce wine businesses in America called WineLibrary.com. Took over my dad's business, kind of running it day to day in 1998 alongside with him, and from 98 to 2003, helped grow that business from a $3 to a $60 million business. That became the foundation. Built that on e-commerce, email marketing, banner advertising, Google AdWords, things that the marketing world didn't believe yet. And then YouTube came out. And I started a wine show 4 months after YouTube started. And
You are not a wine expert, though.
I grew up a wine expert. From 15 to 30, in those 15 years, my whole life was wine.
Were you always successful?
In everything but school.
Didn't do well in school.
Poor. Terrible, actually.